Good afternoon, everybody. Ruth Main here. We are going through the APLGO comp plan today, which is a one of a kind. It is very unique, it is very different, and it is extremely lucrative. So let's get going. I hope you all have a pen and a piece of paper. I want to start out by talking about pay status versus rank. This is the first difference between APL and most other companies. APL is one of the only companies that I know that gives you full control over the percentage that you are going to get paid in the compensation plan. In most companies, if you do not hit certain ranks, you're left out of most of the comp plan, you're left out of this pool and that pool. If you do not start at the top package, you're also left out. APL is a little bit different. You choose through retail sales and personal use the percentage that you want to get paid at. Even if you cannot start at what we call our business builder packages, you can earn your way to that top percentage. Most companies are going to pay you based on rank solely, and the rank is based on how big of a team you build. And usually it doesn't count retail sales. Now, this in itself can become a problem legally, as most people are not motivated to make retail sales. Well over 85% of associates in all of direct sales never get to the top ranks. In fact, they never get past the bottom 5 ranks. In APL Go, rank is based on volume and helping others to achieve success, not unlike other companies. Unlike other companies, our ranks are not the primary way we get paid. Now, both rank and pay status are geared for people who choose to become an affiliate with APL Go. You can choose to be a customer, and that's great. We have lots of them. Or if you want to be an associate and have the ability to build a business, you must spend a one-time per year $25. This includes your website, your back office, training, and much more. Note, there is no monthly fee with APL Go to be an associate. APL Go has 2 separate pay trees in our structure. Up front, we have what we call a 9-ary. Now, this looks like a typical binary. We're going to go into that in deep detail here. The monies that go into this are all first orders from people that are just joining or people that are upgrading their pay status. Then we have our unilevel, which is our back-end money. These are generated from what you would consider auto ships every month or activity orders, repeat orders after usually your first month. Keep in mind that we have many people that make more than one order in their first month. And if it's not an upgrade order, the initial order would go into the 9-ary, but the second order could go into the unilevel, even though it's still their first month. In the 9-ary, all new people are placed in the first open position below you. So if you got started and maybe you were going on vacation or you just didn't get to your list very quickly, you might already have somebody put in this spot. We'll call him Dan. And that's from somebody up above you. You still are going to get paid on the volume that Dan creates, but he's not your personal. So if you saw Dan placed there and then you contacted Bob, and Bob said, boy, howdy, I want to get involved with this. Bob goes in the first open position on that right leg below Dan. Let's say you talk to Bob and then you talk to Susan. And Susan said, yes, I want to get started. So you decide to place Susan on your left leg. And nobody's in that position yet. Now, Susan is your personal, and she's also connected to you on your first level in the 9-ary. In the 9-ary, you could end up having personals, people that you introduced to the business, 100, 200, 500 people deep. It's also noteworthy that in a typical binary or 9-ary, you are going to place people in the outside left leg and the outside right leg. Now, although APL does allow you to choose to place people on what we would consider an inside leg, in most cases, you don't want to do that. There might be a few cases where you would do that, but in most cases, that's not going to happen. You will place people in your left leg down the outside. Then Susan will contribute to that outside leg as well, but she will focus on her inside leg. When you place people on your right leg, like you did Bob, Bob will place a couple people on that right leg, but Bob is also going to focus on his inside leg. But in this case, it's his left leg because he's on your right leg. Unlike the 9- ary tree, in the unilevel, all of your personals, Bob isn't on your front line here, but Bob is in the unilevel tree. Now, you don't have to place anybody in the unilevel tree. This happens automatically. Every time you personally enroll somebody, they are front line to you in this tree. Susan, she happens to be front line to you in the 9-ary, but she's also on your level 1 or front line to you in the unilevel. Dan is not going to be in your unilevel because Dan was sponsored by somebody else. In the group bonus, you are going to be earning money on people that have nothing to do with your personal business. That means the people that you sponsor and the people that they sponsor and the people that they sponsor and so on and so forth. In the unilevel, you will not see Dan because you will not earn income on Dan in the unilevel. That's the difference between the two. When Bob sponsors people, they could fall down here, but they will always in the unilevel be front line to Bob. So let's just say this is Sam. Sam is level 1 to Bob, but level 2 to you. Anybody that Sam sponsors is going to be level 3 to you and level 2 to Bob. I hope that makes sense. Now let's talk about our starter packs. Now that we've got kind of a brief overview on how APL works. We have 6 starter packs. Unlike other companies that give you a one-time shot to start at the top, we give you more than that. We know that most people are not going to start at the diamond pay status. Now, these are not ranks. Remember, these are your pay status. And these are going to determine the percentage that you make in the compensation structure. If you start at 100, you have the ability to earn your way to 3,000 through using the products yourself and doing retail sales. You have 90 days from the day you sign a contract to be an affiliate to get to the diamond pay status. But don't worry if you don't make it. There are several times a year where Sergey opens it up for several days and says, anybody that wants to upgrade to the diamond pay status can do it in this window. So if you don't get to diamond pay status in your first 90 days, you will have other times to do it. How do you do that? Let's just hypothetically say you started at the $100 level. That means you bought $100 in product. And you've decided, I need to upgrade to 200. You are simply going to log into your back office and you're going to pay the difference between 100 and 200. Now you are at a higher pay status. And it's the same thing all the way up to diamond. If you do not make this 90-day window, I would urge you to get upgraded to VIP as quickly as you can, so that when Sergey does open a window for you to upgrade to diamond, you're ready to go. You're at VIP, you've got the $1,200 that's going to take to upgrade, or you've got a big retail customer. And even if you're at 100 and he opens that window, you could still upgrade from 100 to 3,000. So you always will have that opportunity, even if you don't do it in your first 90 days. One of the other things that I want to note here is you only do these pay statuses one time in your life, and you are forever at that pay status. So once you hit diamond pay status, you can never fall back to a lower percentage. This is a one-time qualification for the rest of your life. Now let's talk about rank. Now that we've got pay status out of the way, there are two ways that you can make rank. One of them is using short-term volume, or the Go packages and upgrades that are put into the 9-ary. You have a whole month to hit rank, so it's not just one pay period. We do have 4 pay periods every month. Our first pay period is the 1st through the 7th. Our second is the 8th through the 14th. Our third is the 15th through the 21st. And our fourth pay period is the 22nd through the last day of the month. Unlike other companies that say pay period ends on Sunday or Tuesday or Thursday or whenever, and they can run over into months, which gets really complicated for people, ours do not. They are on a monthly basis, 1st through 7th, 8th through 14th, 15th through 21st, 22nd through the last day of the month. You have a whole month to get rank and to qualify for rank. You can use these pay periods to make sure that you're on track. So let's just say you wanted to hit manager your first month. You know that if you do 75 PV each pay period, you are going to have more than enough volume to make manager at the end of the month. Manager is the first rank. It is 250 in volume, and that has to be generated in your lesser leg in the 9-ary. So the leg with the least amount of volume. In this business, you only have to start out doing 40 PV a month. Unlike most companies that say $100 to $150 a month in volume, which is somewhere between $150 and $225 a month, somewhere thereabouts, in money, right? In our company, our PV to dollar ratio is 80%. Therefore, you are only starting out spending $50 US a month. That's it. Now, to get to senior manager, you're still going to do your 40 PV or your $50 a month, but you're going to have 500 in volume in your lesser leg for the whole month. Director is 1,250. Now, your monthly must go up to 60 PV. Senior director is 2,500. Your volume personally must go up to 80 PV. Managing director is 5,000. And here, you notice that these first 4 ranks, you do not have any other qualifiers at all. None. As long as you're doing your monthly PV and you hit this volume in your lesser leg, this is your rank. Now let's move on to managing director. At managing director, you're going to do 5,000 in PV in your lesser leg. Now you must cultivate other leaders. 2 directors. What this means is that somewhere in your first 3 levels, based on your unilevel tree, not the 9-ary, based on your business, so 3 levels, you must have 2 people that put their hand up and say, I'm going to hit director. I'm going to do 1,250 PV this month in my lesser leg. Now, of course, you're going to help them do that by plugging them into all of our systems. Now you're 100 PV per month in volume personally. Corporate director is our first leadership position. This is 12,500 in volume in your lesser leg for the whole month. And you must have 4 managing directors. Now, a lot of people go, oh gosh, I have to have all of a sudden 4 people that are going to do $5,000 a month in their lesser leg. And you must do 140 PV. Let me tell you a secret about the pay statuses. If you have 4 personals that have either come in at diamond or upgraded and reached the diamond pay status, they are automatically at managing director. They may not be paid at managing director, but they are automatically considered managing directors because they came in at the diamond pay status. So as long as you've got 4 personals that are diamond, you've got this one in the bag. Otherwise, you need to have 4 people somewhere in your first 3 levels that have hit managing director. Next, we have national director. National director is quite a jump, 12,500 to 50,000. You must have 2 people that have put their hand up and said, I want to be corporate director. They need to be in your first 3 levels. No longer do they have to be personally enrolled. First 3 levels. And now you're doing 200 PV a month personally. International director is 75,000 in volume. And you now have 4 corporate directors in your first 3 levels. You're doing 250 a month in volume. And premier director is $100,000 in volume, 6 corporate directors, and you're doing 300 PV. And these 6 corporate directors can be in your first 3 levels. Now we have our ambassador and above. At ambassador, you must have $500,000 or 500,000 in your lesser leg. And you must have 2 people that have stepped up in your first 3 levels and said, I'm going to hit national director. You are doing your 300 PV. That's where it caps out. Gold ambassador, 1 million. You must have 1 premier director, and you must have still be doing your 300 in PV every single month. Now that was using short-term monies, using the starter kits and status upgrades to hit rank. The more stable way to hit rank so that you qualify for it every single month is to do it through the long-term way, through monthly activity orders or auto ships. When you look at your business long-term, you are looking at the stability of your business. Yes, it's important to know that new people are continually coming in. But as you grow your business, more and more people are going to stay active on our product. And that is what's going to give your business stability. People that are constantly reusing the product. And here at APLGO, people do reuse our product because our products work. So using the unilevel, which is activity and auto ships, to hit manager, you're going to see that it's still your 40 PV. There's still no other qualification, but you have to have 1,500 in volume in 6 levels in your unilevel. So this is not just your 9- ary tree now. This is 6 levels in the unilevel. Senior manager, 3,000 PV. No other quals, still doing your 40. Director, 7,500, no other quals, 60 PV. Senior director, 15,000, no other quals, and 80 PV. Managing director, 30,000 in volume. You still have to have your 2 directors, so you want to be cultivating those, and you're doing 100 PV personally. Corporate director, 75,000. 4 managing directors. Remember, if you have 4 personals that are at the diamond pay status, that is a done deal. And you're doing 140 a month in personal volume. National director is 150,000. You still need 2 people to put their hands up in your first 3 levels that say, I want to be corporate director. You're doing 200 in personal volume. International director is 225,000. 4 corporate directors in your first 3 levels and 250 in personal volume. Premier director, 300,000, 6 corporate directors in your first 3 levels and 300 in personal volume each month. Then we have our ambassador levels. Platinum ambassador goes to 1.5 million. You still need 2 premier directors. You're still doing your 300 PV personally. Diamond ambassador is 2 million. 3 premier directors, you're still doing your 300 PV. And crown ambassador, there are no crown ambassadors in this company yet. This you must have 500,000 PV in 9 separate legs. So that means you must have 9 personals that have gone out and built a big business. You must have 5 ambassadors out of those 9 legs somewhere in your first 3 levels, and you're still doing your 300 PV a month. This is wide open. Nobody's hit this rank yet, folks. It's not intended to be an easy one. This graph just shows at the pay statuses what commissions you can qualify for. Now, you will notice that even at the 100 level, you qualify all the way down here to the lifestyle bonus. And as you climb in pay status, when you hit VIP and Diamond, you now qualify for Infinity, Entertainment, Manager, and Luxury, which we are going to teach you about in this presentation. Let's start off with our retail sales. Just like every other company out there, we pay 30% retail sales. So Josh, what that means is if someone goes to your website and they buy $100 worth of product, immediately the company is going to pay you $30 cash right into your wallet immediately. That means the company is left with $70 gross profit. But that's not, the company doesn't get to keep all that. They have to subtract their cost of goods or what it costs them to make that product. Hypothetically, this is hypothetically, pulling a number out of thin air, let's just say it's $20. And the company's net profit, so what the company actually gets to keep, is $50. That's what most companies do, not APL. Are you seeing a theme here? APL takes that $50 of their profit in cash and they turn it into PV. Our PV ratio is 80% to the dollar. That means that this $50 equals 40 PV. That 40 PV is put into your back office from every retail sale, and you can use it towards status upgrades. You can use it towards your monthly auto ship. Whatever you want to use it for, you can. I don't know of another company that does anything like that. Now let's talk a little bit more in depth about our starter packs. We realize that not everybody can start at the Diamond starter pack. However, this should be your end goal if you are building a business. It does not matter if you are intent on building a big business or a small business. As you saw, there are huge perks to being a Diamond, and you're going to see even more as we go through this. Given that a lot of people cannot start at the Diamond pack, you can earn your way there. As I said, if you start at 100, you can upgrade yourself to any other package simply in one shopping experience. That means one checkout experience. You purchase the difference between where you're at and where you want to be. So if you want to go from 100 to 400, you have to spend $300 in product. If you want to go from 100 to 3,000, you have to spend $2,900 in product. It's pretty much real straightforward. You don't have to think about it a whole lot. Now let's talk about our start bonuses. We do not call them a first start. We call them a fast start. And there's a reason for that. We pay a flat rate. It is anywhere between 10 and 20%. Everybody gets the same amount. If you sign someone up at the $100 pack, you're going to get $10 commission. If you sign somebody up at 200, you're going to get 20, 460, 600, 105, 1,800, 360, and 3,000, you're going to get 600. It is also important to note, even if you signed up at the $100 level and you sponsor somebody at 600 or 1,800 or 3,000, you do not have to share that commission with anyone. I personally really love that aspect. Let's take it a step further and talk about those starter kits, how you can get paid up to 6 fast start bonuses on each person that you personally introduce. It works kind of like this. Let's just say somebody you know started at the $100 level. At $100, we pay 10%, you would earn $10. That is paid immediately. All of our commissions are paid into your wallet right away. Let's just say they wanted to upgrade to the $200 level. Now, we talked a little bit about this on that last screen, but this gives you a really good visual on how you earn that and how people do it. If they're at the 100 level and they want to upgrade to 200, as I said, they're going to log into their back office, click on that button that says status upgrade, and they're going to buy the difference between 100 and 200. So they're going to purchase $100 in product, any product they want. We pay out 10% at 200, that's $20. Well, you already got $10 because Bob signed up at the $100 level. Now upgrade to 200, it pays $20. The company is now going to pay you the difference and give you another $10. It works the same if somebody comes in at 400, 600, 18, or 3,000. At 400, we pay out 15%. That's the $60. At 600, we pay out 17.5% or 105. 1,800, 20% or 360, and 3,000 is 20% or 600. If somebody were to come in and go from stepping stone to stepping stone, you would get the $10, then you'd get another $10. So now you've been paid 20. When they upgrade to 400, you're going to get 40 more, and so on and so forth, all the way to the diamond pay status. Now, if somebody comes in at the diamond pay status, you're going to get that $600 and you're done. But you can earn, depending on how many steps they take, up to 6 times. But you can also earn a total of $600 on every single person that you personally introduce. Now let's talk about our 9- ary. This is so different than anything you have ever seen. I got excited when I looked at what I've shown you so far. But when I saw this, I went, OMG. Seriously, I've never seen anything like this. Number one, we do have a 9-ary. And from a legal perspective, it is a 9-ary. It starts off, though, looking like a binary. I want you to forget everything outside of these red lines. There is you. You're going to start with a person on your left and a person on your right, just like you would in a binary or group bonus in any other company. In this, let's hypothetically say that your right leg today did 1,920 in volume and your left leg did 2,160. Just like any other company, they're going to subtract the lesser leg from the greater leg. The lesser leg's going to go to 0. You're going to have 240 in rollover volume or carryover volume. And the company's going to pay you on that 1,920. Now, any company out there is going to pay you 10%. That equals $192. So, Adam, you get your $192 and you're off to the races. Well, at APL, it works a little differently, as you might have discovered by now. This is where your pay status comes in. If you signed up at the $100 pay status, you are going to earn that 10% or that $192. So just like any other company, you've got your money. If, though, you know you're going to bring in a couple people and you've got an extra few bucks and you want to upgrade yourself, let's just say to 200, you get now 15%. So you've given yourself a 50% raise just by upgrading and spending $100 in product. So instead of getting that 192, you're going to get close to $250 for the same amount of effort. At the $400 pay status, you get 20%. That means, folks, instead of $192, you're making almost $400 here for the same amount of effort. At 600, you're getting 25%. And at VIP and diamond pay status, you are getting 30%, 3 times more than any other company is going to pay you. $576 for the same effort as it was to get the $192. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, if I have to put the effort in anyway, I want to get paid the most amount of money. That's what APLGO does. So in that sense, we work just like any other binary out there. But now let's talk about everything outside of that binary. What are one of the problems with the binary? Every leg has a cap, meaning you can only make a certain amount of money every week, and then you stop making money. Doesn't matter how many people come in. If your leg is capped and tapped out, you make nothing. Each of our legs taps out at 10K a week or 40K a month. Once you are at the diamond pay status and you have hit the rank of managing director, we talked about that earlier, you have the ability to ask the company open you new legs. Does that mean you should? That you need to talk with your upline mentor about. I would not be opening a third leg until you have tapped out at least one of your legs at 10K a week. When you do that and you open a third leg, this is when a whole new world opens up. Because you see what they do now is now they subtract your volume from your left and right leg, and then whatever volume is in your third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth leg, that also continues to get deducted leg by leg. Your rollover volume could be in any leg in any given week. You don't know. Not only does this stop the problem of binary creep and stacking and having a quote, a power leg, but it also stops you being tapped out as far as the ability to make money. There is no limit on this because you have so many legs. And to the best of my knowledge, nobody in this company has opened all 8 legs. Nobody. And we're almost 11 years old. I have shown other owners this and they're like, there's no way I could do that. I couldn't afford it. You see, we have an owner that understands that it's you and I that are bringing the money into the company, and he rewards that. We also have matching bonuses. Now, our matching bonuses are also upfront money. They're based on the group volume. So they're based on the 9 area. One of the things that stood out to me is number 1, we pay down 7 levels. Number 2, we start at 20%. Number 3, we're not starting down here where you have to hit some high rank. At manager, you simply have 250 in volume in your weakest leg for the whole month, and you're only doing your $50 a month, and you're getting a 20% match on all your personals. Now, when you hit senior manager, which was what? Only 500 in volume, you're still doing just your $50 a month. You pick up 10% on all your second level people. In other words, the people that are sponsored by the people you sponsored. At director, you pick up 5% on your third level and so on and so forth down 7 levels. I was pretty impressed with that as well. And then we have our back end money. Now, I've spent most of my career working unilevels, and that's what this is called. Our upfront money, all the commissions I've just talked about, are going to keep your business going while you're growing your business for that long-term walk-away income. Inevitably, you want your unilevel to be really strong. Most companies pay out 10 to 20% on level 1. They pay out, 6 or 7% on level 2, 4 to 6% on level 3, usually 2 to 4% on level 4, same thing on level 5. And on level 6, there is no company out there that pays more than 1% on level 6 or level 7, unless there are a few companies that they will pay you a little bit more if you're at the top of their comp plan. Remember, 95% of the people never hit the top ranks in a company, never. So guess what? They never get more than that 1%. As you have guessed by now, APL does it a little differently. We pay out 5% on level 1. So you're not quite on par with what you would be getting paid at another company, unless you're at the diamond level. Then you're getting 10%. So now you're pretty much on par with most other companies, maybe a little bit behind. However, that catches up and surpasses very quickly. On level 2, we pay 6%. Now you're on par with every other company out there. If you're diamond, we pay 10%. That diamond pay status pays. Now you are surpassing everything else in the marketplace. On level 3, we pay 7%, 10% at diamond pay status. Level 4, we pay 8% or 10% at diamond. Level 5, we pay 9% or 10% at diamond. And level 6, it does not matter what your pay status is, you're going to get 10%. Now, keep in mind, this is just showing one leg here. you have all your other people out here that are doing the same. So you've got Sam and Mary and Julie and Bob and Roy and Harry and Tom. Okay. Here's what most companies do. They say no more than 1/3 of your volume can come from any one leg. If Bob here is doing more than 1/3 of all your total volume of all your personals, you don't qualify for commissions. They also say, you have to have 5 diamonds and you have to have 2 queen of hearts and you have to have 3 jokers. And if you don't have all of that, then you don't qualify. Or they say you only qualify 2 levels or only qualify 4 levels. We don't do that. Here's the biggest thing you need to take away from this. Our unilevel has absolutely no structure requirements at all for the first 6 levels. Do you know what this means, Karen? This means that any network marketer, any non-network marketer can come in here and sponsor 1 or 2 or 3 people and are guaranteed to earn an income down 6 levels deep. And if those 1 or 2 or 3 people take off like Bob here, you could earn a very good income because no structure requirements. As long as you're active, no other structure requirements to earn this money. This blew my mind. Company owners have looked at this and just shook their head. They're like, what the heck? Sorry about the light there, guys, coming through my skylight. They're like, what the heck? There's no way I could pay this kind of money. Sergey's philosophy, there's more people down here, we can pay out more. He pays out 63% in our comp plan. And as you're seeing, it's not that he just pays out 63%, it's how he's paying it out. Now, if that doesn't blow your mind, hang on. Here's some numbers. These are real numbers. This is not hypothetical. If you do this, you will get paid this. Now, in a perfect world, if you were to bring 5 people on and they were all do the same, we know that's not going to happen. Some of you are going to do 1, some none, some 50, some 200. That's going to give you 19,530 people in your business. Of that, if they're only doing 40 PV a month, they're only spending $50 a month. Remember, I told you, we're already averaging well over $100 to $150 a month per person. That's 781,000 in volume at just 40 PV. In dollars, that equates to over $78,000 a month. But wait, that's at 40 PV. What happens when everybody's doing 100, 150 PV a month? Because our products work. That's why. Let's take it one other step. Let's just hypothetically say everybody did 6 in a perfect world. That's almost 55,000 people. At 40 PV, that's almost 2.2 million in volume. Folks, that's $219,000 a month. That's if they're only doing 40 PV. My business is well over double that. It's crazy. Why? Because our products are that good. This is real residual income. Now let's talk about infinity pay. A lot of companies throw that word around, infinity, but you really don't get to infinity. What they do is we have a unilevel that is 6 levels deep. So every other company will say, okay, from level 7 to infinity, we will pay you generational pay down to the next person of your rank or higher, and then you're blocked. And then they say, if you're the next rank above that, we'll pay you 2 generations. So we'll pay you down to the next person, 2 people of your rank or higher, but then you're blocked forever. So you truly are not getting infinity pay. Well, at APL, you guessed it, it's a little bit differently. This is one of only 2 pieces of our comp plan that are based on rank. Everything else I have showed you had nothing to do with your rank. Isn't that refreshing? This one is national, international, and premier director. You can earn anywhere between 1 and 2.5% to infinity, never being blocked. Now, this one does not pay daily. It's calculated monthly and it's paid quarterly. This is a true infinity bonus, unlike all those other companies that throw that word around. Now, when I saw this, my jaw hit the floor. 85 to 90% of the people that get into direct sales, They're in it, number one, because they love the product. Number two, because they love people and they want that opportunity to succeed. But maybe they just never have had that opportunity. Their time has not come yet. The activity and the lifestyle bonuses are incredible. This, folks, is base pay. Here's how it works. You come in and you start doing your $50 a month, and as quickly as you can, you get one on your left that does $50 a month, and you get one on your right that does $50 a month. Now, I know there are some leaderships that teach you add your first 4 to 5 people to your team leg. I'm going to just tell you from the bottom of my heart, staying in integrity, that's not how you want to build this comp plan. Your goal is to get one on your left and one on your right the first day, the first week, the first hour. Why? Number one, it qualifies you for group bonuses. Until you have one on your left and one on your right, you are not qualified to earn in the 9 area. But number two, it starts your qualification for the activity and lifestyle bonus. Now, let's just hypothetically say that you did this the first day. So months 1 through 12, you have you and 2 others that stay active on just $50 a month. That's it. For 12 consecutive months, nobody drops off. Starting in month 13 and going through to month 24, you are guaranteed a base income, $10 a month in the activity bonus and up to $300 a month in the lifestyle bonus. Some of you on your 25th month from now are going to be earning $15 to $310 a month every month for months 13 through 24 as a thank you for building your business in months 1 through 12. And if you stay active in months 13 through 24, that is qualifying you to earn this in months 25 through 36. How cool is that? Now, the entertainment bonus, this one is the only other piece of our comp plan that is rank-based. This is national director and higher. Here you can earn an extra $1,000 to $3,000 a month based on your rank and based on staying active for those 12 consecutive months, with one on your left and one on your right doing the same. These are pretty much thank yous for staying active on our product. These 3 bonuses, the APLGO bonuses, these are thank you from the owner to 85 to 90% of the field. Just as a thank you for going out there and staying active and bringing in a few people. Our luxury bonuses are geared for that extra 10 to 15%. These are the ranks of ambassador or higher. At these ranks, folks, this is when you're getting jewelry and rings and earrings and refrigerators and paid trips and all your travels paid for and special events just for you with the ownership and condos and houses and cars and all kinds of things. This is where Sergey thanks that 10 to 15% that are going out there and really changing the world by building a dynamic, massive, massive business. That's it for the APLGO comp plan. Now you can see why so many of us are so excited. I have waited 30 years for a comp plan like this, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to be part of APLGO, to be part of this incredible compensation plan that pays out not only 63%, but pays it in a fashion that is just fair to everyone. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have an incredible afternoon, evening, or morning, depending on where you are in the world. And I look forward to seeing you at many of our events. Bye-bye for now.